What's up, my friends? It's your friend Watchman Velador 83, and I'm coming at you with a new video. And as the title of my video says, what's going on in the world? A lot of people are asking themselves that question. What is happening? Ever since we started 2020, the world just became mad and it just became crazy. But it's time for me to talk about a little bit about Bible prophecy. As you already know, this channel is all about Bible, the Word of God, putting world events into the biblical lens. And what is happening? Well, that's a great question to ask. Looking at the news ever since 2020 started, this news has just articles, news, and everything has just been getting crazy. I mean, we started off the year with the possibility of World War III. Don't get me wrong, World War III is still in the books, and you'll see later in this video. But the main attraction, if you want to call it, the thing that's been trending a lot all over social media, the news, at work, public places, it's just been all over the place, coronavirus. And it's just been all over the place, you know, and ever since the WHO, they finally admitted that this is a worldwide pandemic. They knew this was going to be a pandemic. I mean, they already knew this was a pandemic. They were just waiting for the right time to announce it. I mean, what do they know that we don't? If you think about it, what do these people know that we don't know? I mean, by the time you see the World Health Organization panicking, we should be panicking, you know, and it's even more than what they tell us. And after this news broke, everybody started going into a panic. I mean, you've seen all over Facebook, you've seen all over the news that toilet paper, water, hand sanitizer, disinfectants, Lysol, etc., everything is just off the shelf. You can't get it anywhere else. It's just getting bad. And that lets us know how humans react to these types of things. I mean, as you already know, the powers that be already knew how we would react to this kind of thing. I mean, and I did a video about the coronavirus. I don't want to spend too much time on the coronavirus in this video. But if you want to see this video on the coronavirus that I did, you can see it right here. A lot of people tell me, oh, in this video you said that the coronavirus is not real. I never said the coronavirus was not real. The coronavirus, this whole hype with the coronavirus was hyped up, is engineered to get the people panicked, as we already are seeing right now, mainly the sheeple who do not know how to think for themselves. I mean, we know that this is their plan. They got bigger plans, and coronavirus is just one of many. To mentally control them by the media, this mass hysteria. I mean, you see it all over the place. All these people are just reacting to the coronavirus. Are they lying to us about it? Yeah, most likely. Like, pretty sure the numbers are higher than they tell us. Pretty sure they are. But they know us pretty well. And not only do I want to focus on the coronavirus, I want to focus on other articles, other things that are happening in the world right now that a lot of people are not paying attention to, that are either equally as important as the coronavirus or on the same level. I'm going to go through a couple of articles. I mean, it's a lot of articles. That will take me a couple of videos to go and break down each of these things and what do they mean. First of all, here's the first article. Doomsday clock moved 20 seconds closer to catastrophe. The metaphorical clock is now set 100 seconds before midnight. And if you keep eyes on the doomsday clock, once it hits midnight, the end of the world is here. But then again, I mean, you can check the date. This article is fairly new. Also, relating to this article, World War III, US on path to nuclear warfare. Russia fears conflict now possible. Nuclear warfare with the United States is not a real option, according to Russia's foreign minister. The Bible said it. The words of Jesus. You will hear wars and rumors of war. Like I said in the beginning of this video, World War III, the shadow of World War III is not completely gone. It's a real possibility. And with all the stuff happening down in Syria right now, which a lot of people are not even paying attention to, World War III is still in the books, people. Now the other one, mass animal deaths for 2020. You can pause this video and just read this whole thing. But if you've been noticing for the last few years, mass animal deaths have been on the rise. Dolphins, whales, birds, mass extinction. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, you got an internet, search it. How many animals are dying by the day, by the week? I mean, it's millions and millions of animals worldwide. The Bible told us that in the last days there will be mass animal die-offs, that animals will be almost wiped out the planet. When I started this video, I also called it out, not called it out, but I also mentioned that at the beginning of the year, we also got this huge news about the Australia wildfires. Decimated a lot of land, a lot of animals. You know, countries from Siberia to Australia are burning. The age of fire is the bleakest warning yet. It is time not to only think the unthinkable, but to speak it. The world economy, civilization, and maybe our survival as a species are on the line. Nobody's talking about this. This is one of the ones that keeps concerning me a little bit more. Africa locust invasion spreading may become most devastating plague in living memory, UN warns. If you follow this, you've been seeing that this plague is just decimating crops after crops after crops. Food is gonna be really scarce, especially on this side of the continent where world hunger is horrible. Now they're gonna get it even worse. Why? Because all these locusts. You know, the Bible talks about locusts in the end days. Also, this is one of the ones that, to be honest, this is the ones that really concerns me more than anything else. Biggest stock market crash throughout history. Stock market crashes happen on a fairly regular basis. That said, so do major market recoveries. The coronavirus and the fear that it could become pandemic is crushing stocks. The Dow fell 1,000 points back-to-back days in what is the worst week for stocks since 2008. And you already know what happened in 2008. And I fear that this is going to be even bigger. But then again, nobody's talking about this. With all these articles that I've been showing you, and this is just a couple of many, and like I said, I don't want to spend too much on these articles because that's going to be most of the video. A lot of people are just asking themselves, what's going on? People right now, they want answers. They want answers. But right now, people waiting for their answers, the powers that be are moving, they're finally putting their plan into play. They are finally moving their chess pieces. They are starting to make their move. All this is just gonna go off in a ball of flames. Trust me. It's gonna get even worse. Up to this point, to be honest, it's not that bad. But it's gonna get worse. Trust me. Why? The Bible tells us it's gonna get worse. In Jesus' words, he said, these are only the beginning of sorrows. Meaning it's gonna get worse. These people know that, and that's why they're moving their chess pieces now. They're starting to. Why? Because they want to put their champion in place. They want to put their guy in place, man. You know, people are just going to be desperate for an answer. I mean, when all this stuff finally comes to fruition, people are going to be desperate for an answer. People are going to want peace. People are going to want food. People are going to want to be safe. People are going to want to be happy. Once this dude comes into play, he's gonna solve the world's problems. And I talked a lot about this dude, and we already know who this guy is. You know, he's gonna solve everything, world peace, and he's gonna create his own government, and with the help of the UN, with Agenda 2030, which is 10 years away, this dude is gonna take over the world. without even having to fight for it. It was just gonna be given to him on a silver platter. Why? Because things are gonna get bad. And us as humans, in human nature, we just want to be safe. We just want to be good. And that's what's gonna end up happening. You know what? I mean, I do read the Bible a lot. I could consider myself a student of eschatology. And reading the words of Jesus in the three Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, in the Olivet Discourse. In the three Olivet, which is Matthew, Mark, and Luke. You know, Matthew 24, Mark 13, and Luke 21. They ask him, what are the signs of your second coming? And whatever we are seeing in the world right now is eerily accurate as to what's happening in the world right now. A 2,000-year-old book predicting what's going to happen in the future. The words of Jesus in the Bible and the book of Revelation. It's all there. You know what? The three horsemen are galloping right now. They are galloping. They're on their way. And it's not if it's gonna happen, but when. And I'm pretty sure we are entering in the end days. God is talking to us. God is letting us know, I'm giving you signs, I'm giving you this, I'm giving you that. Listen, I'm warning you. Open your heart. Come to me. Because once this hits the fan, it's going to be too late. But there's an exit out of this. A lot of people are just preparing themselves with a toilet paper, which I don't think they need that much toilet paper, but okay. Toilet paper, disinfectant, hand sanitizers, soap, food. They're preparing and they're forgetting about one important thing. They're forgetting to be prepared spiritually. That's the first thing you gotta do. You gotta get right with God. That's the first and the foremost and the main thing to do. You have to get right with God. Nothing else matters. But get right with God. As Christians, as people that know these things, it's our job to let others that don't know about this stuff, what's gonna come down, what's going to happen. Yes, it is scary, but we have a job to do to warn others. We have to, and we have to. No buts about it. This is the word of God telling us, for God hath not given us a spirit of fear, but a power of love and a sound mind. He has our back. We just got to get out there in the battlefield and warn people about what's about to go down. Please subscribe to my channel, to my YouTube BitChute, and on my Facebook. Send me a friend request. Perfect. Also, give a little click on the little bell, so every time I upload a video, it gives you a notification. And other than that, there's a little conspiracy thing going on about how 5G is not real. Coronavirus is not a real virus. It's like a scapegoat, but it's really the radiation waves of 5G that are getting people sick. And it's catching some air, man. But I'm gonna be doing a video how both are different, but they both have the same goal. And that goal is the Agenda 2030. So stay tuned for that video, my friends. May God bless you all. Peace.